If you want mutual agreement on any other thing, or you want anything that you believe in to run supreme, you must win power. You must win not even 2/3, above 50% of the electorate. There's nobody who governs here, outright majority. We are the largest party, must be respected. But we don't go around pointing fingers and threatening partners every day. We don't do that. And we are not threatened by what other political parties do, sensational and all of that, in the context of the GNU, because we've got faith and trust in our leadership. If our leadership in the GNU is veering away from the mandate we have given them, we will be the first ones to recall them. But we can't verbose and accentuate lies and slogans, sell out and all of that, as though GNUs in their framework are constituted by allies. It's not correct. Or people who are ideologically aligned. It's not correct. GNU was constituted, and then what happened is that everybody was invited. Those who came with conditions, they ejected themselves out of it. And then they left. They did not leave. They did not even come in. And that's it. So what do you want from us? I mean, Julius Malema, you know he talks too much. And then he says, we want a GNU without the ANC before the elections. And then he's followed by his second in command, Floyd. Floyd says, we want to remove the ANC surgically everywhere. Okay? And then they ask him as a follow-up question, will you be prepared to work with the DA, the Freedom Front, and everybody? He says, all political parties, including the DA and us, we must come together and surgically remove the ANC as ambassadors. Everything that is ANC must be removed. That's Floyd who says that. They must come together as political parties. Now, the results of the elections come and they produce what they produced. Yes, the ANC below 50%, 40%. Now, can they work together without the ANC? The people of South Africa refused and said that the ANC will become the bigger leader in terms of this. But according to themselves, they were going to run this country without us. And that's what they were fighting for. Malema says, surgically remove. I mean, he says, we want the GNU without the ANC. Wishful thinking, it did happen, but with the ANC. And then they could not come in to it. And then they started now to invent new concepts. Black front, progressive front. What's that? Oh, what's that? Black front. Black front, we can come together every time and again. We have given the Liberation Political Party with 1 seat in the GNU, the biggest ministry in the government. Biggest ministry. That belongs to a party, I don't know of how many. If PAC had 5, 10 members, we would have given them 2. We have given PA 1 ministry. PA. Sports. It's just that sports make you to be on TV every day. So gayton is always there. You see, and is effective. Now it's a pain to all of them. Gayton, MacKenzie. With 1 seat, you can think that PA have got 15 seats. And then you've got DA with a couple of ministries that they actually have. You've got other political parties as deputy ministers participating in the arrangement of the GNU. What are we talking about? Yeah. Because all sensible people understood that this is not a melting pot. We still maintain our identity. And we knew that the DA will behave like the way it is behaving. Because they are not going to the GNU to sign off death to their political party. they will want to be seen to be meaningful in the GNU. And then that's why they claim things that they found to be happening and claim them as theirs, that we brought these things. That's not correct. We understand that quite correctly. And then the last point is, have we directed the Integrity Commission? We don't have that report that directed the Premier of Limpopo to fire Florence Ratilane. We don't have that report. We also read that report from you guys, that there is such a report. Here in my desk, it has not arrived. If it arrives, I will table it to the officials and to the NEC to take a decision. I don't have that report. So it's again the other thing I'm talking about, that there are things that are communicated. Despite that, we rebut these things. And maybe I must come and address SANEF. And I must be educated about this phenomenon of leaking. Not that it is wrong for you, but how it affects us in terms of communication. Because the truth of the matter is that we are being distorted every day. I mean, I called Panyaza here. What comes out of the media is clear. It's a WhatsApp group gossip. That no, he came here and the score is 2-0. And then Mina was lectured by the president left and right, and that is, it's a lie. You see, now you are sitting there, you are the Secretary General of the ANC, and then here is a gossip. You decide, should you respond to this gossip? We give it credence, what should we do? But gossips, they stick in WhatsApp groups. Those people believe each other. In WhatsApp groups, they believe each other like it's heaven. You know, yeah, no, that is the truth. But you were in the same meeting. The things that they are being reported in the WhatsApp groups are not true. Okay? So that's why I decided to get out of WhatsApp groups, because Mnandi Apendo. I don't just sit, I respond. We about Nango with Twitter yam yabona the Integrity Commission the ibambile nje. Otherwise, SG is the first to misbehave. So I'm just proper, you see. So because my position and my office doesn't allow me to be miscommunicating or to be in tours with people and all of that. SG will every day go Twitter. We are small. So I decided to get out of WhatsApp groups because can't pendula pa band screen grab, but Mbalula ut. And then they send it to Kotatso and they put it headline. Zuma has appealed, and that matter is dealt with in the appeals. Who have been kept abreast. It's obviously in a psychos mode. You can see this thing to him is a joke. That I've got 2 memberships and all of that. And yet, that thing he calls an organization is not an organization. It's a project. It doesn't have conferences and all of that. He knows. So this thing that has got 2 memberships is being dealt with in terms of the party. From our books, he's not a member. He's expelled. He's appealing his expulsion from the ANC. That's one. So he's not a member. The second issue about membership, the performance of our structures in terms of membership, recruitment, and so on, it's a task that we believe we'll want to unveil at January 8 in Cape Town. That includes also the issues of state of branches and all of that. If I tell you now which is the highest province, the overall membership, of course, we are almost at 1 million, but it means nothing because that membership is undergoing a rigorous process of replenishment. So we want to treat it as a build-up to the January 8, and the biggest announcements we'll make towards January 8 on the work of rebuilding the ANC and the performance of our structures, and those who will be rewarding in Cape Town in January 8 about their performance as good branches of the ANC in good standing. So I understand what you want, but I can only give you then. Yeah, sure.
Thank you very much. We are adjourned.